Howdy.
Hey.
We're back in action, in live. Don't mind me showing off my muscles a little bit.
The crowd goes wild.
Woo! Fresa Show.
Feels good to be back.
Fresa Show.
Fresa Show. Fresa Show.
You guys need to be part of that. We need to start a band. We need to start a band. I don't.
We are the Dodgers.
Wait, we are. He was all freestyle for the Fresa Show, and then she had to yell out the. Oh, I forgot the Dodgers are tonight. Well, good. You know what?
Opening day.
I intuitively was sinking in with
Well,
them.
we don't like baseball anyway, so if you're here, you're already part of our clique.
Yeah.
You already can sit with us.
Yeah.
So season 7, episode 3. We're still in the beginning of our season 7, and I have my co-host
London in the building, just trying to,
Lundy Bunny.
support and bring some insightful knowledge to this podcast.
Just trying to be smarter in trivia questions when that happens.
I'm good at trivia.
And of course, the infamous Mama D-ski.
Thank you,
Mama D.
very much.
Mama
Thank you
D. Mama D. Mama D. Mama D.
I'm gonna do this all the time now.
We're killing that.
We're doing good.
That's so good.
I would bebop, but I don't know how.
Cheers, Mama D. Cheers,
Cheers,
Mama
guys.
And Mama D, of course, as you guys know, that's one of her famous mocktails that taste like shit. And then,
But it's carbonated, so it's kind
And
of
then
tastes like
London has-
champagnes
Draft beer.
in our little crystal glasses.
a draft beer because we have draft installed in our brand new home. We're bougie and expensive like that. And then
on
I
tap.
have my vodka soda. But really, you didn't hear it from me. But he's drinking apple cider.
Soda.
But cheers, everyone! Thank you for joining us once
guys.
again.
Thank you.
We're better than the Dodger game, so
Much better
it's
than
all
the
good.
Way cuter. Well, I mean, I don't know. There's a few hotties.
I wouldn't say our butts are fitter, but they're bigger. They're bigger. London, however,
I'm lacking
his
in that
is fit. So I did want to bring up again that our new house, if you guys missed the first episode of the season, because this is the 3rd, this is our new home we all moved into. And so we've been starting late because we're still getting everything down for the new set in the room. If you notice the lights, pink and purple, they were missing on the last one, but
We're fine-tuning it. We're fine-tuning it, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, shout out to Abe, the set manager, set producer, Abe.
Lighting,
Abel.
audio
Abel.
engineer.
Abel. Wait, that really hypes you up.
No, it
The
does.
chant.
It's good.
Abel. Mama.
Oh, man.
Oh no,
It's
should
that-
we
it's
should we
that
start
kind
it over?
I don't think it's
It wasn't on me, probably.
No, it was on all of you.
Oh,
But
Well,
no,
it's
I'm saying
exactly
I
nothing
just don't want
happened anyway.
YouTube to like.
I don't know if they're gonna catch it.
No, they probably won't catch it. It's okay.
I hope. Okay, all right. Sorry, guys.
All right, anyway.
real quick, Randy Timberlake says, "I know this show is going to be awesome. Way to the best
Randy,
show in the world. Thank you for each podcast. They're
Randy.
wonderful." And then Steven Mercado says, "Love y'all 100."
Aw, thank
Steve,
you, Randy.
Steve,
Thanks,
Steve,
Steve.
Steve.
Randy, Steve, Randy. Everyone gets their own little chant, huh?
If you give us a comment, you guys will get a chance.
Send a badge, you guys. Send those badges.
Send
Those
back.
badges. Send those.
Send
Okay.
those tips
Can
in.
anyone use them on YouTube? I didn't know that.
If they have an account
Experiment.
and a credit card.
Try it out,
I'll have to
guys.
figure
Try
that
it out.
Yes. And then, so this is the new house. So we went over that part. It is beautiful. We're so grateful. And then I'm also going to tap in and touch on London's just released 8-week workout guide. Online ebook. London.
Yeah, it's just,
London.
Hey.
Let's
Just a
put
little something,
London.com.
something I'll put together, man,
Oh, I have
for
to
the people,
upload next year.
Something smooth,
transformation.
simple, to get you straight to the point,
For beginners
to get you in
to
good shape.
intermediate.
But it can only be done with a gym, so you have to have a gym.
Gym base. Next.
Yeah.
Sell them, London.
Yeah, I know.
I'll
Yeah,
do
sell how you be
Sell like you sell at work.
You sell it all at
I'll do a home workout guide for people that need home workout guides. But for now, this one's just for the gym. Something that'll get you.
So what is it exactly? Is it just like instructions? Are there videos?
There's
Is there
video,
how-tos?
There's word description, how-tos, meal plan, everything.
Grocery
bundled
list.
up
Okay.
into
That's
one
like a
for
plus.
So
great
people
price.
that don't know, maybe aren't familiar with the gym, there's videos there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Video workouts.
So
You
the
get a
videos are
whole
for
list.
beginners too?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, how often do you find an ebook that actually has the videos with it?
Yep.
That's rare. They're always photos. So that's
there for you.
awesome.
Just have to have access to YouTube because they are on a private YouTube playlist that only you get access to when you purchase the ebook. So, which is not a big deal. Anyone can sign up for YouTube. It's completely free, that part.
Easy.
But it's amazing.
So check it out. Liftwithlondon.com.
Liftwithlondon.com, you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, simple.
14-day money
You're
satisfaction.
seeing it on the
Yeah.
screen
Money
right
back
now. And yes. And if you wanted to take it a step further, he does in-person personal training too. He's having a deal on packages right now, a bundle deal. So hit him for that. 'Cause
Also, if you're interested in online coaching with them, one-on-one,
Yeah.
which includes daily check-ins, motivation, personalized program. He's also taking one-on-one mentorships right now for the elite who like a little more attention.
Yeah. Because, you know,
Yes.
it's hard to get fit by yourself.
Yeah,
Not
for
everybody
sure.
can do it, you know, and and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just need an extra push.
yeah, or you need someone to keep you accountable.
Or a daughter who's pushy and drags you out of the bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Says as Mama D's literally eating her Kit Kat.
Or
I would be eating M&Ms, but Jasmine ate all my M&Ms.
London ate all of them. I didn't even get to have any. I was planning
will
to be
take
part of
responsibility for
50-50 with it. I was gonna both of us go to jail for the M&Ms, but
I ate those up.
that was a no-go.
Yeah.
So
You're
That's
doing
not
this
meal
time
plan.
alone.
No,
so
honestly, them working out in the mornings just motivated me. Like I'm like,
Aw.
well, it just made me feel
Well,
bad.
you have.
too, 'cause
You've been
I'm like-
working at night.
I'm like, dude, I'm right here. Why am I not doing that? So I
Yeah.
just started doing it, and then after the first week,
Well, I
it-
can
it's
see
like
those.
getting
Let's
past
see
first week.
the shoulders right there,
Oh,
and the little
shoot.
bicep. What? Look at that.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
He's been working. He's been
okay,
working.
Abe.
See, it just takes initiative, getting up and just getting it done. You know.
Just saying yes and just starting, because training with him and via online or via in person, it'll keep you accountable and hold you in check and give you a little bit that extra push you need. So
And also, too, one thing as a coach that we speak about is when you're paying a coach, what you do is you find somebody that has what you want: the results, the dedication, the discipline, and the energy that you're seeking. To be in their close proximity, to pay to be in their energy. Money is what keeps you accountable to actually show up. If somebody was offering you something for free, would you really show up and do it? Versus if it comes out of your pocket, there's a whole different level of accountability that comes with that. So getting a coach for working out, like that's the number one thing. The times I have had coaches, people are like, you know how to work out. And I'm like, yeah, but it's different. If I'm paying for it, I'm going to show up.
Yeah.
For me, it's just the accountability. So if you're like me, that works for me.
yeah, exactly. There we have it.
What's gonna hold you more accountable?
Yeah.
Than your money. Come on.
Yeah, that too.
All right, we have how many months till summer, y'all? And I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
to you, Mama D.
3 months, guys. You got 3 months.
I love how Mama
until
D's
summer.
also pushing the right here, the trainer, and she's meanwhile
Well,
let's get Mama D in there
Monty's on a
too.
different journey right now.
That's true. So let's
One journey at a time.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Especially for someone with ADHD.
I'm like, I have enough things on my plate today.
Yeah. So touching on that, Mama D. Or I guess we'll start with, since we're just like piggybacking off of that, is your sobriety. So that's something that
Yes, we just celebrated August 18th. No, I got sober
That will
August
be
18th.
yeah.
So March 18th, I just celebrated 7 months sober. Boom, 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 boom,
As I'm
boom.
cheersing on my vodka soda, I said
Yeah.
my vodka's
We will rock
Stay
you.
sober. Stay sober.
Bro, what's it called? Keep coming back. Keep coming back.
coming back. It works if you work it. And that works for if you're sober or not sober. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited, you guys. I'm celebrating 7 months. So, I'm really going to cry.
That's crazy. Well, that's insane. Think about it. That's crazy. Imagine 8 months ago. If
Everyone that does know me knows, like, I'm the drinker. I'm the drinker of the drinkers. And everyone around me would be drunk because I would get them drunk because I want everybody to drink with me. So I just feel like, I have my new program called Rebirth. And last June, I decided I want to make a program that has to do with, like, shifting any kind of negativity or trauma or anything that's no longer serving you in your life. And so I thought, well, what better than rebirth? Dying of the old and rebirthing, rebranding, reintroducing yourself to the world. I was not sober when I thought of this program. And mind you, nothing happens by accident. So the fact that Spirit put it in me, I had no idea that included Spirit telling me, and you're getting sober, bitch. And you're getting sober. Little do you know.
He's like, practice what you preach.
Yeah, so I started writing the program. And as a coach, I can't present something, I can't coach something that I'm not personally integrated into my life, that I'm not embodying. And as I started writing the program, obviously I'm doing it as well in my own life. And in there, it's, in week 2, we talk about what's no longer serving you. Where is the energy leaks?
Right.
Like, what is taking up your time? And a lot of times my hangovers.
Yeah.
My hangovers are 4 or 5 day hangovers. And then, if I take off in the morning for brunch, I'm going to get drunk, and then I'm going to cancel the rest of my day of work. So it was just a constant of how much time was I missing in my life. And then in that, I literally got a message where, okay, this is where I want to go, right? But how am I going to get there? And I need time.
Yeah.
I was like, first of all, I need a lot of time to do anything. So I was like, for me to stop drinking, I know I can reach this level of success, but it's going to take a different version of me. And I was committed to this calling that I have to touch, move, and inspire the world. Like, I want to be on stage with the biggest name people in front of millions of people on stage. I want to be on Forbes magazine. I don't want to be hungover that day getting my hair and makeup done. I don't want to be on stage like, shit, I drank too much last night. Yeah. And I knew, like, okay, if I want that stuff, I'm willing to show up in my highest self. And literally,
it just wasn't worth it anymore. Like, like basically the after effect and the after part, it was just.
And also, like,
it wasn't serving. It wasn't serving.
And my body no longer, obviously I drank because it was a fun time. And I want to say all of last year, at the beginning of the year, every time I drank, I would kind of get like migraines, or I'd kind of get grumpy. And that's not usually how I am. Like, my body was starting to reject it already. Like, the elevating of my DNA was like, okay, we don't like this anymore.
That's good, yeah.
So the last time I drank, I just really never wanted to drink again. And I haven't.
I don't even want to take a sip.
Nothing. I haven't had no obsession to drink, not once, nothing. And in that came so much clarity and visions. Like, Spirit just came through and started giving me prophecies, being able to see things and prophesy with God and connect with Spirit, all things that, when you're drinking, it closes off the chakras, a connection with Spirit. Oh, yeah. And I was literally like, oh shit, okay, like, I'm here for it. Like, let's go. Like, take me, let's go. And literally, like, look, we have a new place. Like, just me being clear-minded. Like, why are we still living in the same place? Yeah. What's been happening in 6 years of my life? Everything, people, places, everything. I need out. I need brand new.
Maybe if you were drinking, we'd probably still
be there. Well, I wouldn't have made the same money making an OnlyFans because I'd be drunk every day. Yeah. The clarity that came with that.
That's good. That's good.
Like, literally, like, now I'm just like I'm just so laser focused, and that's all because I decided one day I want to make Rebirth. And then with that came Spirit was like, Deanne, there's even more gifts to come. I need to completely get sober because I was 20 years on Xanax for panic attacks and anxiety.
I even forget that.
We
till
forget
right now,
that
like,
too.
Yeah, it's
'Cause that's
just
even almost.
I
Even
feel like
more
we've almost
gripping. It's like those are like chemically gripping.
No, yeah, I hadn't been able to get off of them because every year I try, but the physical withdrawals are so horrible. I'd have to be in like a 14-day, rehab. And then from that, like, I was like, that's just insane. Like, I don't have 14 days to take off. And I literally was just like, okay, Spirit, her dad was telling me how to get off of them. He had his whole weaning off of them scheduled, and he still had a few pills of all of them. So I literally just cut it over a 60-day period.
not until you're saying everything right now. It's like everything. This is literally rebirth. I guess I've never actually
No, you're
like you go through
completely
it.
different DM.
Like
Yeah.
you
than
live
you
through
were
it, or
a
we.
year ago, which is good because
Completely.
You're not supposed
Yeah.
to stay the
Yeah.
same.
Right.
Forever. It's just there's always constant growth that you should be searching for, and that's insane. Yeah, I think hearing it all now. It's
No,
like,
that's why, because
and we were all
we
there
live
for
with
it.
you, but I think it's just like sometimes everyone's like doing their own thing somewhat or in their
Yeah.
own little world. So now that you're like laying it on, I'm like, whoa, I'm like, this is not heavy, but I mean heavy,
Deep.
but like deep. I'm like,
Deep.
this is deep stuff. I'm like, whoa. And then there's a lot of rebirth that's going through.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
killed that
Does
one,
it take you to sit there and say out loud till you notice too, or you already know? You're like, oh, this is huge.
No, yeah, obviously, like, as now I'm talking about it, same thing. Like, I haven't really reflected the whole year, but obviously, because I
the
speak.
reflection. There we
I
go,
think in
yeah.
my masterminds with my group of my soul sisters and my mentor, we talk about things.
So huge. Like just right
And
now.
that's why I was saying, like, literally, it was June of last year. I literally talked to my mentor and I said, I think I'm going to name this program Rebirth. And from that moment on, I was like, little did I know what I was going to
Yeah.
As soon as those words came out of your mouth.
No,
it was
literally.
like-
And it was me. And that's why the program's barely
I
put
think
together.
I remember even before you stopped drinking, listening in on one of your morning calls for a little bit, and her being like, "Well, could you see yourself ever maybe like slowing down, or even like maybe just give up the drinking and see like how that goes for you?" And I remember you telling me you told her, "No, never." I remember after you told me too, you're like, "What the?" Who would even bring us giving up drinking? You're like,
I was insulted. No, I really was.
Yeah.
I was
And she
super
nice about it.
insulted.
And
Yeah,
her
yeah,
coach
yeah.
was like not even she was just brought it
But
up.
it triggered.
Well, 'cause
It
you weren't-
triggered
It wasn't
me.
like you were in a place
She was a
where
functional
you were at rock
alcoholic.
bottom
Functional,
and,
functional,
it wasn't one of those
fun
kind of things.
alcoholic. Yeah.
It's just something that would improve you.
Oh,
That you just
100%.
decided, hey, I
But
think this will.
to go from there to right now, like not even craving a drink.
None, not craving.
Which I also think is as well a lot of strength that you have, because I have heard a lot of people who when they try to get sober, it's like terrible for them, or it's so hard and it's just so
Yes.
dark.
So what? I don't know if most of you guys know, but I've been 20 years struggling with sobriety and getting sober, drinking, getting sober, thinking I can manage it, then getting sober, then thinking I got it this time I could drink, and then getting sober. I've done that a lot over the last 20 years. And each time it was a struggle because I was craving to drink. There was that craving and there was that obsession and the same thinking. But also too, I had never done any kind of trauma work. I didn't do any inner work. So when you have all this pain and trauma and anxiety, you need a drink. But I feel like but in the last, 4 or 5 years, I've been really heavy with the inner work and with elevating that my energy's so light now that I'm continuing, like I'm so heavy in my coaching programs. My energy's just elevating so light. Now that's becoming the heaviness. So when you remove it, now I'm even lighter, which in the past I was just heavy.
Yeah.
And that would be like, oh, I could breathe today.
Breathe a little bit.
But it's the opposite now. I'm so cleansed that's now the
heavy. It's
toxicity.
heavy.
Yeah, and that comes, and
Good.
that's something. So in AA, like I went to meetings for every day, London, for 3 years because I had the obsession to drink. It was so bad, but I have none. I have zero desires. I know
so you don't want to do AA this time around. I know, and you have completed.
It's not even don't. I feel like I don't need it because it's not a craving. So I'm
Okay.
fine because I do my coaching program. So I have my higher power. My step work is exactly what my mentors put me through on a daily basis. So they get sponsors. I have 2 mentors. Like
Oh, like you already,
I'm already living what they're doing. Yeah.
That's
So
like when more people that are, I guess, are more highly or mentally on a different plane. They don't really necessarily need that because they're somewhat
So
elevated.
pretty much a good takeaway is if someone is out there struggling with.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
I love AA.
What are
It's
your tips?
amazing.
But also maybe therapy or inner healing.
You know, I'm not a fan of therapy, and I say this quite often. I really hate the word therapy. I say get a coach, a life coach,
or a
because a
transformational
coach is
coach.
someone who, right? So it's like a coach is like you, like right, like hey, here, okay, what, like you're gonna ask the person, what results do you want in your life?
Yeah.
Well, I want to gain a lot of muscle like a bodybuilder. Okay, you're specifically going to say, this is the diet, this is what you're doing, now do it. And you'll get the results. Versus if you're like, if somebody just says, well, I just want to know why I don't want to work out, London. You're like, okay, well, let's talk about when's the first time you never wanted to work out? Like, are we there for action? Are we there to really dig, for mental? So the thing with the difference with, I feel like therapy, it's more like, I feel like it's just needs to be the actions need to come into play. So a life coach is going to sit with me and say, okay, like rebirth, what results do you want in your life? What's no longer serving you? Okay, so what is the game plan to do now instead?
So it's kind of like, it's kind of different.
A coach.
Focusing on the problem or focusing on the solution.
The solution.
Oh, that is good.
You know, it's obviously smarter to focus on the solution.
So that's the difference between a life coach. They're going to sit with you and implement a plan, like a course of action for you to take, versus sitting with you, which we go into the core issues of it. Okay, well, we know this is why you did this, but we're allowed to put a coaching program. Therapists are not allowed to tell you what to do.
Right.
So they can't say, go leave that piece of blank guy, you know, or get rid of this.
Lead you to
or
come
you
to your own conclusion.
Yes, exactly. Because they're not allowed to.
Yeah.
But a life coach can call you on your bullshit and be like, you're full of shit, bro.
I wanted to bring up also that Nate, also your boss, has been
Ooh,
sober
yeah.
a year and a half, or
Go,
right? Or is it long?
Nate.
Yeah, Nate dog.
Yeah.
But also, he said that he never tried AA or wouldn't.
Yeah,
and what was his reasoning
he said
again?
he's not opposed to it, but
That's like how she said. But what was his reason? Because he doesn't have
he said
desire
he just
either to
doesn't-
drink.
Yeah,
huh?
he said he's just done good this far. He's like, he doesn't feel the need
So
to.
I think what would you say, Mama D, that like if someone's considering or they're thinking about it or trying to, but it's hard and they're trying, or
If it's hard and it's something you want, not need, a lot of people know they need it. Do you want it? Do you want to be sober and it's a struggle? 110% AA meetings. You're walking into a room of other crazy mother blankers with you. Like, we're crazy. You're in a room with another 20 crazy people, and you don't feel crazy because we all talk about the madness, the insanity, the obsession, the way we think. Other people don't think like us. And you're in a room with other people that aren't judging you. And a lot of them are struggling too. So you get to hang out with them. You get to get, the 12-step book. The 12-step book changed my life. Like that, I think everyone should do the 12 steps. Do your 12 steps, and I promise you, your life will shift dramatically. But AA was number one. You get sober friends. You have a sober support group. There's freaking hot guys and girls in there. And everyone's crazy. And it's actually fun.
yeah.
It's a perfect place to go.
With you
Yeah.
when I was like, how old was I? 9? Yeah.
9.
9, 10, 8, 9, 10 or something. But you would take me to every meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and every time, you know what? It was such a support. I don't remember this. I'll never forget this part of my life. It was a support group of family and like best friends. Like, and you know what? Like, I remember you guys were never boring. So, there was always like
A room of alcoholics. We're crazy.
yeah, so like
They're not at church.
They would do something before. They'd meet up there. And then after they'd be like, let's go eat. And then after that, like there's like I think maybe because it's LA, I don't know how other places are, but there's like always someone like, oh, I have my art show, or I'm performing in my band, or like just small stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I guess it gives you another perspective that like nobody needs drinks to necessarily have fun. or to do their art or to go out and actually do stuff, which
Yeah.
which also too can maybe you could touch on for people who struggle with like, well, I can't have fun being out without drinking. Like how, because you can actually go out with people who are drinking and not, you just chug your little Sprite, and whatnot. What's advice with that though? That can be difficult, right, for a lot of people who are.
Yeah, if you're new to sobriety, I don't recommend going out with your friends. I don't recommend going anywhere with drunk people or alcohol. You need to deal first with you. I want to say, like, if you're already heavy in alcoholism, you're already lacking self-love. So self-love would be not attending these places that steal your juju, that steal your magic. You want to be able to go inward and find the happiness within before really like throwing yourself out into your same old lifestyle, because you're going to find it's no longer going to be in alignment. You're not going to want to hang out with those people because they're only going to call you at night when it's time to go out. But if it's daytime and it's lunchtime, they're not going to call you. Even if it's an early dinner and you don't plan on going out, are they really going to want to hang out with you? And then you're going to find, self-love. Like, what is honoring me? Honoring my boundaries. What feels safe? Like, where in my soul do I feel like, yes, this is a deep fuck yes, I love this, versus, ooh, this is a deep fuck no, this is icky. So you really get to learn that in sobriety, because you could really feel your feelings like 100%, because you no longer have alcohol to diminish them and make them numb anymore.
Yeah. That's strong. That's good.
That's good stuff.
So good, Mama
Good
D.
stuff. We're proud of you, Mama D. Good
Yes, and then I wanted to announce, when is your year sobriety? The date? You said you knew the
August
date, right?
18th.
So August
8/18.
18th, everyone. Oh wait, so that was.
8/18.
Oh wait, so you were. Oh yeah, that was
The
right
day
after
we got back from
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Oh.
Remember?
Wow. Yeah, 'cause we were fucking-
I had first had 7 days drunk in New York, came home that night packed,
yeah.
and we had to
and
take
you
off to
went
Jamaica.
London too. Remember right before that, you were like. You went like London
went
and
super
Dubai.
hard.
No, I think that was like the hardest bins where I was even like, "Are you okay?" Like,
No, I was not okay.
You're,
I
like,
was
far
still not
from
okay. I'm
yeah.
still traumatized just thinking about it. I'm like, ugh. Ooh.
Yeah, the whole thing is But shoot, I forgot that was
Yeah.
That's
damn.
crazy.
So that's how, so rebirth, I had to go through my own rebirth. Got sober from Xanax, and it worked out perfectly, you guys. It's my first time ever completely, easily getting off Xanax. I did have withdrawal symptoms, but I didn't have to be hospitalized. I wasn't having a stroke. There was no seizures. It was done
But
slowly.
You would recommend though for most people to contact
An
a
inpatient, of
professional.
course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't.
Yeah. And mind you, I
so
was a
don't
60
try it
day,
her way,
I was
honestly.
a 60-day taper with like the doctor's instructions on a 60 days. So it wasn't like I went cold turkey or 7 days or even 14 days.
And still
It's a
advise your
hardcore drug.
doctor
Yeah.
regardless of what.
Doctor supervision.
Always,
So I'm off of it, and now I'm just like learning to create energy, fun, laughter in my energy without, even peace, with meditating, like to control emotions now, because I'm so used to alcohol before.
Like retraining
Yeah,
your brain.
And we were just talking about someone else that we follow who posted on her. I didn't share with you yet because we were at work. Who posted on her Instagram story that she's, I don't know how long sober. I'm gonna assume somewhat newly maybe, but that she posted like a voice note kind of saying where she's sober from drugs and alcohol, where she finds herself kind of signing up for like monitored dangerous activity, like excursions. I don't know what to call them. Like
Alcoholic.
no,
It's a typical alcoholic. Like we're seeking
Chasing
the
the
next
adrenaline.
You're
And
tracing the high.
yeah. So they
And since you no longer can get it from alcohol, you're just like, okay, like where's the next high? Like what can feel good?
Skydiving.
So people, they go
and
they go
then-
skydiving.
But then
People
you're there sober, and then
learn
you're just,
surfing.
like, have a panic attack maybe, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god, wait, and then
Yeah. So it's it really is like you're just used to the craziness, the drama, the like
So August 18th, We got to do
818.
something very sober and
Yeah.
fun for Mama D, so people can have fun. We'll say that.
Yeah, we got to do.
Yeah, and I always have fun when I go out. I'm tired though.
Tired early.
One
Maybe
thing
day stuff.
now is I'm tired all the time. Like I'm just tired. Like she knows like I love to be home at night and I want to be in bed by
Even
8 and I want to
daytime,
sleep.
though. I think that might just come with age, though.
I'm tired. Well, no, I do hear a lot about people in sobriety.
Honestly.
Like your body's just trying to like.
I heard there's a chemical that when you drink, you produce a lot of it that produces energy, and then when you
It's
stop
like a
drinking,
false energy,
when you stop
cortisol.
drinking, it just goes out of whack.
Yeah.
So you either have a lot of energy or you'll be like super tired.
Yeah.
It can like go one way or the other. Nate said when he stopped drinking, he got a lot of energy. He's like out of nowhere.
Oh, so he was
'cause
opposite.
he's
Yeah,
like,
his
I
boss
was
was
so
opposite of it.
He's also his ADHD. He's a hyper ADHD.
Oh, that's why.
So for him,
that's
it
why.
caused him like to calm down. So without it, he's just like.
That's like with my dad.
Yeah, for him, when Nate drank, he was more chill. When he's
Yeah.
not drunk, he's
That's her
That's
dad.
ins- Oh, I never. You know what? There's so much to the mind,
yeah,
to
chemicals with
when
your
you all
brain
when you
and it's insane.
put in something else. That's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's like self medication. So that's something I learned. I didn't learn till recently. I feel like a lot of people who are alcoholics have some kind of issue, like, whether it's like, mental or spiritual or ADHD, which is neurodivergent. And people self-medicate because they've never maybe they've been diagnosed or maybe they don't want to take
Anxiety,
medications.
anything,
Yeah, it's all, it could be so many things. Yeah. So all of that, alcohol is like a temporary drug for that.
Wait, with my dad too. We've always said. I mean, to this day. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not trying to push this on anyone, but he's
He
always
needs a
had.
drink.
He's always like Ebenezer Scrooge, and that's the closest to say. Just like very.
On edge all the time.
Yes, and
Always.
everything's a rush, and he's like, and it's very like, and then he's also has ADHD as well, like Nate, which I don't think I've been around him enough to like really realize that. But okay, does Nate and my dad have like similar energy?
Yeah.
Oh, you could tell.
Yeah. Nate's 8 in the morning, screaming, yelling. "What's up,
Neurotic. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, bro, chill."
And it's always something where
The whole ride to work, nonstop.
Go.
talking.
Yeah.
Nonstop. talking.
yeah, that's my dad too. And it's usually
Nonstop.
about like some like just what they like them,
about
not
his
even
day.
you though.
Just
Yeah,
about his
it's
day.
always them. It's always
Always
them.
the-
It's like,
yeah.
"So when I was singing this, I have this idea, and I have this idea."
Yeah,
And I was doing this, and I was doing
I
that.
can for sure see the similarities in their personality.
Yeah, and not that liquor's the way, but yeah, whenever my dad does drink, we've always been like,
He's
"Wow,
so
you're
calm
so,
and
and
Shows
sweet,
out.
and honestly,
yeah,
and
he's
sweet,
really nice
sweet
when he
and nice."
drinks.
And you're like, "Hey,
literally, we're like, have another
yeah."
drink.
So I can see like that
Well,
difference.
yeah, Nate's not mean. Nate's not mean though, but he definitely is hyper.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! All right, well, that was so freaking
But that's
good.
cool. Yeah, it affects people
But-
differently. Like,
Yeah.
I do want to touch on one more thing. I know we want to get into the cheating topic ish, but I want to
Cheating?
not cheating, but like, is it considered cheating if that's going to be the topic?
Yes, it's
But
gonna
I
be
do
fun.
want to mention your cord cutting and not checking
Oh,
ex's stuff
yeah,
because I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
that is just such something that every girl needs. If not, I don't know if guys do this. Maybe you can.
no,
Be honest. No, Lundy, don't lie. Okay, be
We do
honest.
not.
Okay, wait.
we do not do that.
I want you to be honest, babe.
That's okay.
So, if we had, knock on wood, I'm not manifesting this, but I'm saying if we had broken up, you would not look at
Never.
and we would follow each other. You
Never.
put it on your mom. You would not
Oh,
look at
my
myself
mom,
once.
I would block you and never hear from you again.
Oh, okay, but what you'd block me because otherwise you'd be too tempted to look.
Maybe I would.
Okay, so that's the question. So if you didn't block me,
I'm not gonna keep following you and like.
but would you? If okay, so
No, but
let's
we're
just
talking
say-
about stalking. Like you're gonna go see,
Would
like
you-
a week or
if
two
you
goes
didn't
by, you
block
wouldn't
me,
be
would you be
concerned. Like,
wondering,
what is she
like,
doing?
what is she up to?
What she up to?
Be honest.
Maybe like a week or two.
You would look.
Yeah, maybe a week or two.
How about
Like,
months later?
no,
Would you not be just normally
Yes,
checking?
he would. You're such a liar.
It's
He'd
gone.
be like, at 3 a.m.,
After the
what are
first
you
time I
doing?
seen you shaking your ass in the nightclub, it's over. I closed that out. I blocked that account, closed that out, and it's over.
You're a
You created
liar.
a monster.
Okay, so she's talking about on Valentine's Day. I didn't want to do like a Galentine's Day, but I wanted to create a space, like a sacred space on Valentine's Day. Instead of girls feeling like lonely or feeling like I'm missing out, I wanted to create this sacred space where we could manifest the love of our life, the one. Right. Instead of in lack and scarcity, I don't have the one. Let's Singles Day. I didn't want to celebrate that. I wanted to celebrate, let's create magic. So we sat and we made a list of what we want our soulmate to have, a list of what we didn't want them to have. And then we looked back at all our past relationships and we took all the good times and we placed it in our heart and said to them, forgave them for whatever happened and just thanked them for the beautiful moments we had. So and then with that came a cord cutting ceremony. So we cut cords with them that now we're no longer going to be fantasizing about them that maybe they're going to come back or they might work out. We weren't going to be talking about them to others like, well, what do you think will happen this? What do you think about that? Like, oh my God, like, oh, what happened to me and ex? Like, no, stop talking about that. Stop fantasizing about them. And then what came up recently after that, which I didn't think about this then, was not checking their social media. So then Jasmine and I were having a conversation.
How would you not think about that, right?
I don't know.
That's basically what I said.
I just did
How
it.
would you not think about that?
So
like the correlation.
She had brought it up, like a few weeks later and was like, the whole checking the ex thing. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
Because you were honestly a couple of them, or you were though. Like, can you be honest about that?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm nosy. I'm so nosy. I want to know everything. And ever since a little girl, in Spanish, they used to call me orejas grande, and that means big ears. Like my dad would have friends over, and I'd be at the door just standing there, and he'd be like, big ears. No. So I've just always been a nosy person. But when my daughter said, do you think that's healthy? And I'm like, to me, I just thought, I was like, oh, I'm just being nosy like a little novela. But there is a connection with the chords that you're still connected to them when you're watching them energetically. And I said, you know what, you're right. So then I went into my program with all the people that came, and I was like, hey, let's make a commitment, you guys. We're drawing in this person. We made like little vision boards of what this love's gonna look like. For now on, when you want to talk about your ex, say a prayer to the person on your vision board. Every time you want to go look at their page, go look at this vision board and say a prayer to that person.
That's
so
good.
It's it's now you're cosmically through the cosmos connecting to the soulmate now, because you're no longer staring at the ex's photos.
And your future soulmate's probably like hugging on some other girl that he thinks is the one and she isn't. And he's probably like, I just got.
I'm sure he probably feels the stabbing in his neck, and he's like, "What's stabbing me?"
He's like, I got a vision of a busty, big booty, brunette Latina, kind of milfy vibes. He's like, that was strange. Anyways,
keep going. Yeah. She's a little skinny white girl,
right? I know.
So the cords are cut.
Yeah, so we're cutting cords, and then now
there's an actual physical.
Yeah, so you actually we connect. So what we get is 2 white candles, and you get like a little string, and you tie them together, and you light the candles, and in the string, on our little paper, we wrote down all the things from our past relationships that hurt, including any father relationships, anything from the past that had to do with love. We wrote it on a paper that we're ready to release it, to let it go. So on it, you light the paper with the string. So now the string that was connecting you and your exes, or all these things that were on here, we light it on fire. So it ends up breaking the cord.
You know what, babe? For everything we're already at, we're signing. We're gonna be your sign-ups for Rebirth.
Yay!
Because I want us to continue, but just everything you speak about is just
So and I feel like that just is so important. Like my commitment is that's me honoring my new love. Like this is me ready for you. I'm clearing up the past, and I'm making
Bella. Jeez, what the God, I was like, what is that?
And
sorry guys.
And it's like me connecting to him. Like, this is how much I honor you, this is how much I love you. Like, here I am. Like, I'm open now. Like, spirit's now gonna be like, okay, Deanne's ready.
And I can in this last maybe 3 days, only been able to tell that you're finally opening up that area of your life to be considering.
Yes,
you
because
know.
I'm dating. So tomorrow I have
Not
my
even-
first date.
Oh, okay, there we go. So I'm like, you haven't dated yet.
No, I have a first date tomorrow, and then I have 2 other dates throughout the rest of the
Please,
week.
because it's been years since
well,
you've even been open to a
Anybody.
date.
I know.
So I don't know.
I'm excited and I'm feeling it. Like I'm feeling
Okay.
like the openness,
hope
the
so. I
attractiveness. Like
hope.
literally when 2 days ago when I told this guy I'm down to go to a date, it like shifted in me and I was like feeling myself. And since then I had 2 other guys literally hit me up. They're like, I miss you, I want to see you. And they're people that like I would date. And I was like, oh wow, really? And then I had somebody else message me and I was like, it was once my frequency changed. And all day today, I was like, I am feeling myself.
options.
And someone earlier commented my photo, which who I used to date a long time ago. And you saw on the messages coming
yeah.
through. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, oh, I'm here for it all.
Yeah, let's go.
They can all get it.
Well, damn.
damn,
Okay, I
fuck
don't
it.
know.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. They can all
Well,
get
Mama
it.
D went from trying to find the love of her life to
To an
being
orgy.
like 6 guys could all go.
Yeah, 10 orgies.
Gangbang,
Well,
let's
I
go.
hope they're not listening to
We
this.
could only friends this.
All right, but you see that there we go back to that instead of that love mentality, back to the
Oh, I
business
know.
money.
I'm sorry.
No, she's like
Business
she was
is
about to say
business.
she's just kidding, but she's not.
I was like, no. I was like, never mind. Can't say that.
Yeah, but love that for you, though, Mama D.
So
Let's
the
get
cord
it.
cutting, if anybody is having trouble moving on from an ex or a heartbreak, and you're constantly checking someone's page,
Yeah, what are your what are your top 5 tips? Like in short, or kind of
it's
3 then, if
it's are you truly ready to call in the one? And the one isn't your ex, because if your ex wanted you, they'd still be with you. Period, point blank. Like, are you truly ready to call in the one? Because that's going to require you to cut and let go of the past. So that's the first thing. You have to be ready.
Don't be delusional and think like, well, it's because of
We
this
might
or
get
'cause of that,
back.
or yeah.
He had commitment issues and well,
So what's number 2?
self-love. Honor yourself enough to know you deserve better.
worth, yeah.
Set the damn bar really
Standard.
fucking high. Raise the bar.
Because what one man won't do, another will.
Yes. 3, create a vision board of the love of the love you're calling in. What does it look like? Where are you going? What are you guys cooking together? When are you guys working out? Where are you guys traveling at? What kind of car are you in? Do you guys hold hand when you're driving? You guys laughing? Like, be really specific on what you're calling on this vision board. Because then when your ex comes back, you're going to laugh. Like, definitely not you. Like, you can't come back in. So, those are some little tips to start.
Well, ladies, men, and everyone in between, there you have it. All right, so now we're getting back to is it cheating or not? So,
I like
Is it
this.
cheating or no?
is it
really cheating or no? You gotta make a song.
No.
Is it cheating if your partner? So just imagine you have a partner, and also I want to say that you said that when you do have a husband or whatnot, that you or boyfriend, you would be open to an open relationship in some. I'm sure there's a lot to that, so we don't have to really get too much into it. So keeping like that view of like you guys are in that situation. So is it cheating if your partner still has dating apps, but doesn't use them? Or in your case, maybe like he still has dating apps and uses them. But okay, so let us go first. Like if we both have dating apps right now, but we don't use them, but they're on our phone, is that cheating?
It's not cheating though.
But they're like logged in.
If you don't use it, no.
But they're logged in, like.
Yeah, if you don't use it, no. If you used it, then yeah.
So like okay, like what if like we were just like looking through every day, like. Is that cheating?
You said you don't use it.
You don't use it.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, you just.
Okay, so now she's changing it. Now, if you
Yeah.
have it, but now you're just looking.
But you don't do anything.
But you just look through.
Just to
and
just be, like,
scroll.
curious.
Yeah, that's not
Just to be
okay.
like, well, who?
I wouldn't say it's cheating, but I would say it's weird. What the fuck? That's fucking weird.
I think
just scroll through guys
that's like opening a door.
Yeah, it's like
And then there's and you're getting closer to the door of the cheating's on the other side of the door.
not necessarily cheating, but it's weird.
What would you? Okay, so if you're in your open,
I wouldn't want that.
Okay. So you would say no dating apps though. No dating.
Well, I mean, if they're a dating app, I don't mind. If they're not on it, I don't care. But if he's scrolling through it, then I'm not the one.
Yeah.
If you're looking at other girls, I'm not the one.
Even though taking in count like that, you
Well,
are open
it
to open relationship, like where you guys.
Okay,
can
open relationship means poly. So that means at the beginning of relationship, we've already determined we're dating other people.
Yeah.
Okay, like I don't have that relationship right now, and that's not what I'm like actively seeking. I'm open to it, of course. I'm open to it, but that's not what I'm
I always
seeking.
thought in my head, I've always thought, that's like
An
the person
open
you're gonna be with.
relationship
No, that's not what
means,
she wants, but
I mean, like sexually, we can go fuck around, but doesn't mean we could go date
Separately
other
or
people.
together? I know only together or
Together.
separately? What about separately?
I don't have a problem with it. Like if he's like, I'm going to Vegas with the boys.
Ooh.
And he's having a good time, like, I'm not going to question anything. Like, go ahead, babe, come back. When I see you, I see you. Now, if he comes back and there's bringing me problems, then that's on him because now our relationship can possibly break if I have some girl bugging me.
Okay.
But but he has permission to have fun. But just if it gets messy in any way, like,
Yeah.
now it's going to come back to us and we're going to have problems.
So
We
what
can go ahead and have a fun time.
So what about if your partner says, "Oh, I had to sleep like in the same bed as, the opposite sex, with someone else, but like we didn't do anything at all. Like we just like fell asleep in bed like
It wouldn't bother me.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that shit. What do you mean?
So what about that? You'd be like, "Oh, okay, babe, like whatever."
Yeah.
It's a no go.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me. Sis.
What was that question again?
If your partner falls asleep in, let's include Abe in this. I know you were just talking about this.
Haven't I done that?
So if your partner falls asleep in like,
Bed with the opposite sex.
or
No, if I can trust them, no, it wouldn't bother me. If they're friends, nah.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me
I don't
either.
give a fuck if it's your best. It could be your fucking sister-in-law. You're not fucking sleeping in that same bed. I'll drag.
Sister-in-law. You don't even have a sister.
I'm just saying, or your half
sister-in-law.
You're I don't know. You're anything.
My sister-in-law.
It
would
could
your
be the
sister.
principal of your elementary school, and I'm not okay with it.
The principal of your
She was a pretty lady.
She's like 86.
Hey, there's a fetish for that.
Hey, we have a lot of teachers right now sleeping with their little
That's a
14-year-old.
thing.
It actually makes you like not want to have kids. That shit's scary.
I don't know, a 14-year-old boy, he's pretty grown. Like, I wouldn't
Here
be
we
like,
go.
I honestly wouldn't feel like my son got molested. Like, he's 14, he's adult, like, he's horny, like,
hell no.
I'm sure she didn't put a gun to his head. Like, I don't know,
It's not
14-year-old boy.
about that's about taking advantage.
And how do I know my son wasn't the perv on her?
Yeah, and why does a freaking
Yeah, but
25-year-old woman want to
also
fuck a
think- You gotta
14-year-old?
also think like some girls
At 25, did you wanna fuck a 14-year-old?
No.
15-year-old
That's
girls
disturbing.
are horny too, but you can't just bang them because they were horny.
Yeah, there's 30-year-old teachers
You know
who will
what I
fuck
mean?
15-year-old horny
you
ass
can't-
girls who are
it-
developed.
it's
Is
just
that
like-
okay with you?
It's just a line that has to be drawn
Wait,
on both ends.
let's say this, like, because I'm your daughter, so like how he just said, that was a perfect example. I'm 15, and I'm like, oh my god, I lost virginity to my teacher. He's 30. What would you think?
Yeah, I have a problem with that.
Okay,
But I feel it's different for women.
Not though. You're being sexist. You're being sexist.
Oh, I totally am. Guys
There
are so
is-
different
there
than
is-
women.
It is different.
It's
but
so
at the same
different,
time,
I feel
but
like.
At the same time, it's just, it's the law.
It's
True.
They're like, he's like, I don't care what you think. It's the law.
law.
Is it against the
Is it
law,
against the
though?
law?
Is it against the law? The law.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you do look at it differently, but it's still,
No, I mean, I get it, though, but I just feel like
No.
versus like a 14-year-old girl, like got conned into it.
Let's say this, though. Since Abel's your younger brother, which I feel like sisters are older sisters are protective. So if Abel told you at 13,
He comes
he's
running
like,
in.
Wait, 13's different than 14. I feel like 14's next to 16.
14 are
okay, wait,
big
let me say
difference.
this. Wait.
13's young.
Okay, so how about Abel came home one day? He's like, "Don't tell mom." He's like, "I stayed after class. and he was 14-year-old, according to you. And he's like, my teacher, she's 30. She's like, I'm like, I don't know. One thing got to another. He's like, and I've lost my virginity to her in the classroom. No one. What would you do? What would you do?
High five. I don't know.
Are you?
It is. I really think it's
Bruh, wait. So Abel.
It's different.
So Abel could be.
want it.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm asking you this though. So you don't think there was anything wrong if he would have came home and been like, I'm 14, my 30-year-old teacher, and I had sex after school in the classroom? You would be like,
yeah. I mean,
no,
it's not right.
You go, Abe.
It's not right.
But I wouldn't feel like, oh, he was molested versus if he was like 5 years old and that happened.
So we're
like
if
that
we
would
have a
bother
boy,
me.
We are not letting them around any of these people. Thank you very much. Because what the actual
You're grown,
fuck?
kid. Get in there and get in.
Yeah.
Hey, when you go meet the teacher, slap her on the ass too. When you give her the
Okay. So if you were a 30-year-old teacher.
apple. Oh,
No, I
shit.
would never.
Okay, so then that goes both ways. But why wouldn't you? If that's cool, if that's
I mean,
alright.
everyone
Well, he's
has
a
their-
horny little boy.
Everyone has their personal preferences. I'm not attracted to little boys.
But for some reason, when it's the other, but like it's okay though if it's your younger
I mean,
brother.
to each their own, though. Everybody has different fetishes. I mean,
Bruh, you are.
Everybody has fetishes.
You're
You
gonna-
like
everyone
kids, you
has
like kids, you like
fetishes.
kids.
You're getting kicked off.
All right, so
okay.
next question.
You two do not. What do you think about that, babe? About her whole little.
Oh no, I do think there's a little difference, but
It's like I didn't think we're moving to Ohio. Never
but it's
see you
wrong.
guys again.
It's wrong. It's wrong. You can't. You just. Hey, don't sleep with people under the age of 18.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't. Don't do it.
You
yeah.
should. Mom said you shouldn't,
Guy
but
or
hey.
girl. Okay, if you're watching here, keep it above 18.
I mean, when I was 16, I mean, I was seeing people that were like 20, 21, like 16,
We're not
17.
talking to just. I don't know.
That was the 90s.
No, that was like
That
the
was the
early, like
that was
late
the early
80s,
90s,
yeah.
late 80s. There was a different time, you know? I mean, that's
Yeah.
when, you know, if you got molested, you just got molested. Nobody threw a parade for
Jeez,
you.
we're
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
It is true.
It was just.
It
that's
wasn't in
just
the
what It was. It
news.
wasn't in the news.
It wasn't even like cops wouldn't even go to
There's
your
no
house
Me
to
Too
arrest
movement.
anybody.
No, it
yeah.
was just like, hey, suck it up, kid.
Yeah,
You know?
that is true.
You got touched.
well, this escalated.
That's what it was back then.
It
you
really
know?
was.
But and also 16, 21. That I mean.
And mind you, at 16, I felt like I'm a grown adult. Like, I'm making the decision, like, I wanted to be with the person.
we said 13, 14.
No,
You
I
said
know. I
16.
mean, we're talking about 14, but I'm just saying, like, at the same time, I'm thinking when I was 16, like, there was 21-year-olds that I liked, and they were, like, hanging out with me. Like, God forbid they get in trouble when it was me, like, instigating it.
That's actually disturbing. But anyways, you know what? You should talk to your coach about that.
Yeah.
I'm not even
We
joking.
arrest them. What were their
fact that
names?
you're
we were like,
normalizing
what were
this.
their names? We're like, what were their names? We go
That
find
is
them. We press charges.
It is not okay.
We press charges on them. They're like 50 now.
Literally.
They're like fucking
But all
going
right,
about their lives.
so Mama D's a perfect example of what not to listen to or do in that regards. But hey, sign up for her program though.
For a coaching program.
If you're not in those age limits. But okay. So all right, is it cheating if your significant other likes a person's like the opposite, sex, obvious thirst trap? Like whether they're like as a thong, straight ass pic, or like big titties.
No.
Or like a guy, okay, so if you like a guy and you're in a relationship, his photo where he's like almost like his little
Like, he's
ding
just,
dong
like,
showing,
Calvin Kleining out.
like his little
I don't think that's cheating.
dick print is showing. He's butt.
I like his underwears.
Be
they're
honest,
cute.
though,
Like
you don't
the
think it's
underwear
cheating?
garments.
No. Because I feel like I'm scrolling and I'm like, oh, like, he's hot. Like, he looks nice. They're nice pictures. Like, you're good
While
looking.
you're in a
Mama D,
relationship?
didn't you just say your man couldn't scroll on Tinder?
No, we're
On
okay.
Tinder, yeah.
No, but we're asking you though. So what about the other way around? What if he's like
That doesn't bother me at all.
hella thirsty? What if it's your girlfriend?
If he's hella thirsty, like, what's up, mom, on each picture, I would be embarrassed, like, bro, you look thirsty.
No comments.
Okay, so likes but no
don't
comments.
Yeah.
Like, don't comment.
So if he comments every girl you know type of thing, you're good with that.
And if it's somebody we know and he's like, hey, you look nice, like, that wouldn't bother me.
Okay.
But seeing him like on girls' pictures,
he's not saying you look nice. But he's putting like, you know, little emojis
Little
like,
hard eyes,
no, I don't know.
little wet sign, little pickle.
you know why? Because I do it harmlessly. And again, if I'm confident, like he's not, like we're together, that's not gonna bother me.
Okay.
I just can't laugh at the person who said, well, 14-year-olds aren't my type. But for the, you know, I
Teach
can see
their
how
own.
they're.
We're talking about boys, not
Okay.
girls.
All right. Jesus is always like that. It would probably give her a chip. All right. Is it cheating, Lundy? Is it? You gave her one? Don't do that, Abe. Just don't.
Is it cheating?
Is it cheating if you see that, like you randomly, someone pops up and you see that like a guy's thirst trap on TikTok or Instagram?
You follow them? Or you don't follow them? If you don't follow them, yeah, I don't like that. Why would you
If I don't follow them.
Yeah.
It's not, it's
Yeah, it's
not,
cheating.
okay?
It's cheating. Don't do that.
Why?
You're only supposed to like.
Why?
Because those are just the rules.
Well,
what about you? Do you care if I like girls' pictures?
You already know the answer without even,
Okay.
like, you are not allowed to like anything or
I think it's generations.
and
that are
even if you
different.
like it in your head, then keep it there because you're not gonna fucking disrespect me out
I
here in these streets.
Can I comment?
That of course not. I'll literally be like, keep him, sis. And I'll be like, not. Abe, if your significant other
Yes.
is liking obvious thirst traps of the opposite sex, or you know, the opposite sex or whatever, is that gonna bother you?
I think if she consistently did it to the same guy all the time, yeah. But if it was just like she was scrolling and it was like, oh,
Random?
this is a hot guy, I'm gonna like it. This is a hot guy, I'm gonna like
How
it.
are these
But-
people okay with?
But we're different generation, I think. Too.
Bunch of freaking swingers over here.
Yeah.
That's a freaking.
I'm all, babe, that girl, go like her picture 10 times in a row.
Well, might be a different version of it, but yeah, but.
DM her,
Especially,
babe.
Like, what if it's like Bad Bunny? Like,
Wait,
you're
well,
never gonna
no,
get
okay,
Bad
we're not
Bunny,
talking
like,
famous celebrity. He knows I'm like Tom Hardy, like my
Yeah.
go-to stuff.
That's
No,
cool.
you're not allowed to like
No,
his
but
stuff.
not
I'd be
that
like, hell
though.
yeah,
But
go
no,
for
but
it.
not that. Like just other
Just,
like
like,
kind of.
random, like,
What if he had like maybe like 70 followers,
What do you mean?
and your significant other like a couple of his thirst
He's not even
pics.
like a famous guy.
Oh,
He's just like a normal
They
Joe.
probably know each other. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, she probably
If they
met him
know
on
each other and
vacation
she's
one day.
continuing to probably like it, it'll get me suspicious.
He'll be suspicious.
Would you say anything?
Suspicious.
red
No, I
flags.
want to see what's gonna happen.
Oh.
What if she's commenting like?
Because I want to see how much I could trust you. Now I'm testing you.
That's me
Because-
exactly.
but that's also-
Like, I want to give you the freedom so I
Yeah.
can see what I'm going to let you
Yeah.
screw this up so that I can say I was
And then the joke
right.
ends up on you guys. I think I don't know. I feel like you guys are
Jasmine
like
did
that.
that in
and
No,
then-
because at the end of the
I'm
day,
just
if I have,
testing-
if
no,
my
I'm a tester,
partner
that's
wants to go be with someone else, then I'd rather see it than me had stopped it ahead of time. Like I want to see what you really want. If this is what you really want, this is what you would do without me having to be like a drill sergeant. Then we're not compatible.
Sure.
We're not compatible. I don't want to be
so
a drill
you won't say
sergeant.
anything- So even
not
if,
a-
what if
not
she's
to
commenting,
babysit
"I
you.
want you," Abe?
Whoa.
You're still being like, "I'm gonna watch."
Oh no!
Come on, Jasmine, that was ridiculous.
No,
She's
Okay,
getting
wait.
stabbed.
So what if they go hang out with the opposite? Like, what if they go to hang out with a girl, but they're like, oh, like they've always said it was just a friend, or a guy they said it was just a friend, but they didn't tell you about it, and
Say
you
he
found
no,
out. Is that cheating?
Yeah, that's not allowed.
Is that cheating?
That's
Yeah,
not
you
allowed.
didn't tell me about it. It's like that's weird.
Like they lied about it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay,
That's cheating already.
Okay.
But what
You
if
cheated
like,
by
it's
default
like,
there.
they've been best friends forever.
But why would you lie about it? You
If
cheated
they've
by
been
default.
best friends
Well,
and
no, but
I actually know her because I've met her and
Yeah.
we've all hung out and
Like if
she
I
wants
know
to go to
about
the
it,
mall
you
or
know what I
something,
mean?
he wants to grab something, I would not have a problem with
Yeah.
that.
But what if he didn't tell you about it, and you just like,
That we're
oh,
yeah, then we're gonna problem
No,
with
and
that.
then later she saw her post, and you were like, oh, you guys went to the mall. And he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't think anybody date would do that. I don't. To me, that's common sense. You don't do that.
But it would bother you if that happened.
Yeah, of course.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's anything that's lying
getting
or
somewhere.
sneaky. Yeah, that's a problem.
Like as long as you're telling me and being honest up front, then I know you're not hiding anything.
Yeah.
But if
We both it's our head at the
if
same
I
time.
have to find out, then that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What if they're replying to the opposite sex in the DMs? Like, even if they're just like, okay, so let's just say they like, obviously you're posted on each other's pages, and then like the person's replying like heart eyes, and then you just reply back like maybe like a regular, I don't know, or something. Like, it's not a full like flirt on, like, oh yeah, like, but
I wouldn't have a problem because I know like my man and I, like, I'm gonna want him to pull the girls for us. So him flirting in his DMs will be
running a whole.
will be
No, that's why. That's actually
hold
why I
on,
wanted her point
Yeah.
of view on this, because it's a different. It's a
yeah,
whole
because
different,
then it, you know, like I can't really pull a girl and be like have this with my man. It's a little harder versus girls coming at him and they see that he has a
Like, my girl's
girlfriend.
into this,
yeah,
yeah.
he could be like, no problem.
So
like
that is different,
my
yeah.
girl likes
Okay.
girls. She's cool with this. Like, what's up? What's up, Debbie? From down the street. Debbie from down the street.
Does Dallas or what the fuck? Mama D with her. She only speaks in like key star lingo.
I speak in like children books, fairy
No,
tales.
you speak in P-Star lingo. Debbie does Dallas. Like, okay, Debbie with her BB.
No, Debbie from down the street. Isn't that from
No, I've
Friday?
never heard of it.
Remember Friday, the girl that was on crack?
Yeah, it was Debbie.
And they're like, who was
I've
that
never
girl?
seen- I never watched it.
Felicia
so.
from down the street?
That's Felicia.
He's like,
Felicia?
bye, Felicia.
No. But there's a one that they're like, who was that girl? He's like, you know Debbie from down the
Oh,
street.
Yeah,
The hot
yeah.
one. The hot girl.
Yeah.
Debbie. There's like, you know, from the down the street.
The fresh prince.
So that's why
Yeah,
we're
wow.
thinking,
Okay,
yeah.
so London is not. I guess I feel like for a
But
little.
if I was not in an open relationship, that would not be okay. If he told me we're not being with nobody, you cannot fucking talk to no one in the
for
DMs.
a little bit, I feel like, because we do have, or I feel like I have guy mutuals, not like guy best friends or
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
and stuff, which he has always been kind of weird about, maybe like in the beginning and like and whatnot. But when it's gotten down to it, I was like, okay, well, you know what? If you have girl mutuals, but then sometimes I feel like I would see the girls like being like replying like where it was like not too casual but not like right on flirty, and then it was kind of like that middle ground where I was like, well, I guess I won't say anything because, you know.
Right.
And then it would always escalate where the girl would say something, and I was like, okay, now, you know.
But
So-
I wouldn't say anything, though.
No, but he would reply
wouldn't
like,
say nothing.
no, okay, specifically the last girl I remember, which is a while ago, maybe my birthday last year, because obviously I was like on a freaking 7-day drinking binge, bloated as fuck when I drink, and it was a girl that I was like, oh, well, whatever. He's like, she's from Ohio, and then she was like, oh, she's pregnant. She's like, wow. And then I obviously was not pregnant. And second, I was like, she knows what the fuck. He's like, she's just not. And I'm like, no, she knows what the fuck she's doing. And I'm like, I was trying to ignore her because I'm not even insecure like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, but she's just trying to be like a,
yeah.
no,
Petty.
bitch, no.
Yeah, I see it. Like,
Yeah,
we
and I'm
know,
like, shut
you
the
know.
fuck up. So then that,
You
yeah.
leave me and my baby alone.
How dare you? You keep eating your chicharrones on your M&Ms while I do my cardio and eat broccoli, and we'll see. We'll see. But, yeah, so that's an example of, so now, basically, I don't like him to respond to anyone unless they're actually proven family related.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's facts.
Yeah, we need a DNA test
So-
before I DM anybody.
So do you? What? I am not. First of all, your balls don't even. Just kidding. What do you think about if I'm DMing people that I say like I know them, or this is a photographer because I have photographers I talk with,
Yeah,
or
Oh, okay.
you're okay. But you'll look though. You'll be like,
Yeah. Well,
and he'll be like,
look, if it's
He has the right.
it's cordial, it's cool.
like I think it's if he knows them, like how you said,
Yeah.
if he knows them personally and he's met them, he's very, and they'll usually follow him too,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
just.
there'll be guys.
Like
that-
mutual.
But
Sure, yeah.
I'll comment on their Instagram stuff, or I'll DM them like, oh, claps or something. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's if you've met them personally. So, what about you, Abe? If someone's DMing and you're to girls DMing them back,
Again, it would raise a red flag, but I'm not gonna go. And,
does it depend if you know them personally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I know them and I know this
Yeah.
we're cool, we're all cool, we hang
Yeah,
out.
then you're like,
you
oh no,
know, like,
it's all good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
But if you don't know them, then
if I
you're-
don't know them, of course, I'm gonna
You'll
just
be
like,
like,
oh, okay,
huh.
who's this? Yeah, it's gonna raise a red
that's
flag.
like London before,
Like,
before.
who's
He's
this? Like, who's
this?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna go like straight up like you're cheating, bro. Like, and then again, I'm like Deanna. I'm like, let's see how this plays out.
I am. People like Jasmine sometimes like I'll be dating someone and she's like, "You let them do that?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I would have stopped it." I'm like, "The whole point is I want to see what was in their heart. How far
Not
did they
even
want to
that.
go?"
Whatever happened already for me to say that, that was enough. That was enough, sis. That was enough.
But you know what? It's kind of like I want the nail in the coffin where I want them like let's see them go all the way. So like I literally this
Mommy's
person
like, I want to watch you just
like I want to
bang
know
her.
like
She's
literally.
like, it's not enough. Go a step further. You peg him.
Oh, but you know what?
You know why?
that's not enough.
Because guys are sneaky.
didn't kiss her on the
Like
lips
they're
after.
sneaky. They'll be like, "Oh, this is what really happened." So I like to let it go all the way to where they really want to go, and then there's
and
no,
you
you
were-
can't come back from there.
No, because they did come back from there, and you were still obsessed until your new rebirth.
Oh,
so
here we go.
your
Well, at
little
least the
thing isn't
rebirth
proving
came and-
anything.
They got
Checking
snipped.
has nothing to do with being
So
with
if,
them.
oh wait, okay. So if you found out that they were flirting on a night out, but nothing happened, but if someone was like, "Oh, I saw them like talking close, flirting with someone," you would be okay with that, right? Because you said he was gonna bring her home or something.
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me. Now, hold on. The only thing that would bother me if it was like my nemesis.
Not nemesis, but what if? Okay, so
If it's somebody I don't like
Wait,
and
so
he knows it,
there's nemesis,
we're gonna fight.
But what if there's like a friend of yours who like it didn't end tragically or like backstabbingly, but like someone you just kind of grew apart from? Would that bother
Yeah,
you?
yes.
You
It
would
can't be
like, "That's
anyone
not
that like
okay."
I don't fuck with, that I don't talk to. Correct.
Okay. So what do you think? If someone was like, "Oh, I saw Jasmine, she was like being really close to someone, flirting,"
Yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of that. We're gonna figure out what's going
so
on.
it'd bother you.
Yeah.
So it's cheating in quotations, whatever.
I don't think it's cheating, but it's
Well, he said
inappropriate.
it's not cheating.
Who wants to hear
It's
that?
inappropriate.
That's true. Okay, I agree. Inappropriate. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, not okay. Abe, is that okay? Not right.
Same answer.
Especially
yeah,
if they're
same
like, "Oh, we
answer
saw
for
her
sure.
out and blah blah blah." Yeah.
It's definitely that's 5 red flags right there. It's like whoa, 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 whoa,
If they
whoa.
if they followed a new person after a night out on social media.
Like followed them on Instagram.
Nah. Well,
What
I
kind
mean, I
of
don't know.
person?
That's a hard one. Like,
Well, obviously, like let's just say a person of the opposite gender, and that's I guess just leave it at that, right? Like not someone that you know that they
If
work
we
with.
were monogamous, that would be definitely a problem.
You would say something.
Yeah, and that'd be a problem.
It was like after like a boys' night out or a girls' night out.
yeah, if we were monogamous, it would be a problem. If we weren't, it
What
wouldn't
would you
be.
say?
It wouldn't be a problem. But I'm assuming he's already going to tell me, "Hey, I met this girl last night. This is her name. Like I told her about you."
And then you would be like, okay.
You know, and then like I'd be like, "Okay, cool. Like let her. She should DM. She should not only follow you, she should follow me too, and hit me up
yeah.
and be like, "Hey, I heard all about you."
Oh yeah, that's
Get
true.
it?
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
But if it was on some like she didn't know he had a girlfriend tip. I mean, even though I'm sure my picture's going to be all over his front page,
Yeah.
it would be an issue.
Okay, so what about if after a girls' night out, I come home and I'm following some weird guy?
Some random new guy. Like why?
Well, I love that my mom already knows. He's like this. He's like, finish that question.
He's all making a fist. He's like, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah,
He's like,
He's
"No,
on
finish."
defense mode.
Yeah, what? What are you saying?
you know the answer.
What's
I
that?
mean, what?
He said, I'm gonna go work out right
It
now.
depends if it looks like a normal dude that like I don't know. Probably wouldn't care, but if it's like
No,
someone
it
like
doesn't. If I
someone
followed
like-
anyone, he could be whatever. It doesn't matter. And same for me. I would already be stalking. Already been hacked his phone. I've been like, okay, bet.
she has my phone. In
So I
real
don't
time.
wait to see. I figure I hack and see. So
That was a little different.
if they kiss someone on the lips, but as a friend, like this is their best opposite sex friend since they were childhood friends, and they're like, bye, or so good to see you. Like,
Who does that? Who does that?
Mommy does that. Oh,
I do.
Guys and girls, every
kiss
single
everyone that lives, yeah.
friend. So is that okay if your
guess,
partner
yeah,
does
that's
that? Like she's my, but she's really bomb. Like looks like you too. And she's like, well, we've been besties since I was like 6. And he's every time he sees her, he's like,
I think it would. I
Would
think
bother
it would
you?
bother me. Yeah.
you'd be like, you can't kiss her anymore like that.
Yeah, I
Never
mean,
heard of a
yeah.
handshake?
It'd bother
I mean,
you.
unless we've
never
had
heard
like
of a
a
hug?
threesome. If it's somebody we had a threesome with,
Oh, like your
I wouldn't have a problem.
Like your
because I would just consider
You're,
like,
you're a guy's girlfriend.
yeah, I'd just be like,
Right.
Then that's different. Yeah.
but no, if it was somebody that she wasn't into that, yeah, no, not allowed.
You wouldn't even think.
Curtains.
He wouldn't even think
Curtains.
about kissing. This isn't even a question at this
Curtains.
point. What about you, Abe? Would you let if you're
At first, my answer was absolutely not. But then she's made a good point. If I know that person and like, yeah, she does it to everybody. So if I know that that's just who she is, or who she is, then maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it wouldn't. But for sure, in the back of my mind, but I don't really like that. Like,
okay.
And
so
I
it
also
would
feel
bother
that's
you.
a situation that if I'm dating somebody, I wouldn't, like, let's say my guy friends are around or a photographer was around, that I'd be like, oh, love you, like, get closer than, like, you know,
No,
like
that's
kisses.
different, but
Like,
if it's a
no, but
friend-
I still wouldn't do it. I would
Oh,
never
yeah,
do it
yeah.
around someone I'm with. Out of just, for me personally, that would be respect.
Okay, so what about if they see their ex fleeing and they say hi to them and like hug them in front of you?
If that bitch don't like me, not allowed.
What if she goes up to say hi to him? He just has to ignore her.
Yeah.
What about you? If I see an ex fleeing and say hi, what's what's that, right? Yeah.
You want to say it. You want to do that.
Bro, walk away.
So that's not it. Okay, agreed. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Some ex-flings you're still cool with. So, depends on the
no,
ex.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No. But anyways, yeah,
Yes,
with London,
actually.
I've been told.
Well, I think it is different. Like if I slept with someone drunk or something on a hookup, and then we're just cooler friends.
Kind of.
Like I wouldn't like.
That's not it.
I feel like there could be certain situations.
Well, I've been told London already since the beginning because I know, like, in case you run into these people, I'm like, if them or any of their little friends say hi, immediate ignore. No, like literally, could be right in your face, and you just go this.
Jasmine,
And he's like,
and
well,
practice London.
I'm like, you want me to be rude like that? I'm like, yes, exactly the fuck I do.
I don't know you.
No, don't even
Girl,
say anything. Just
I
be
don't
like,
know you.
Like, look at them like
smell?
they're done because, like, why are you even feel comfortable enough to even come up and say hi to him still? Like,
Do you smell that?
you're a joke.
Smells like tilapia.
Not even that. So now you're saying you smelled their pussy?
Jesus. Just.
Because that's where that's going to. So don't even go there. If they, that's like me being like, you smell that? It smells like sweaty balls.
I'm sure you know
I'll
what
stay
sweaty
away
balls
from
smells
that.
like.
Okay, so what about if? Well, this isn't necessarily cheating wise, but do you think it's a red flag if they refuse to post you on social media? Like, what if you're posting like with them like somewhere and like you're like happy birthday?
hell yeah,
What
that's
if you're
big
like
problems.
happy birthday, babe, and then you go to look at his profile and then it's literally just like literally just like a photo of like the bar and being like it's my birthday.
Oh
and
hell no,
doesn't-
it's gonna be a problem.
Literally.
I've never.
Seen that happen.
I've never.
I know. You know what I'm
You've seen
referring
that
to.
happen before.
Or like you threw a surprise party for him.
Oh.
And then
she's
literally,
getting
like, she's like made this
specific.
whole thing like video, like my birthday, babe. And then like all he posted is just like a video of a photo or video of the banner, and it was like the best birthday ever. But like meanwhile you posted like you
Oh
guys. are
hell
all,
no.
Yeah.
well, that's not what would happen. Like
I think the birthday party's ending, and I'm taking my present back.
like immediately
banner.
right then and there.
First of all, I would never give somebody a surprise birthday party who hadn't already been posting me, who I wasn't on their front page.
Yeah.
Get it? Like if this person hadn't been posting me, I'm not gonna spend all the money to buy you a present and give you a fucking present.
Preach, Mama D, preach.
A thing. Why would I do that? Like if you're not
What if
posting
they
me,
say, well, I just
like you're with me?
If they're like, I just want to keep my life private. I don't want
Then
like
you don't gotta
I don't want
date
my
me.
boss to see.
then I'm the wrong girl to date. I'm the wrong girl to date.
Yeah, I'm not your soulmate. 'Cause I
So
need
what
to be
about
center. What about what?
Oh, I guess is it a red flag if like I didn't want to post you like zero whatsoever at all on social media? Would that bother you?
I'd actually prefer that. No.
Sure you would. This is a guy who literally has so many pictures up of me.
All of our pictures that we take do the best on my page.
Of
too.
course. You're welcome. That says enough.
You made me popular.
Go. Okay. Thank you everyone for tuning in. That was such a good episode.
That was fun. That was fun, guys.
Y'all.
We'll be back next week with a brand
Yes.
new guest, surprise guest. So stay tuned.
Get to training either online or in person with Lundy.
Hit me up
Yes.
on the DMs.
Oh,
And
and
then-
the link to my program is called unleashyoursexy.com. And it's an I at the end instead of a Y because somebody already bought the name Unleash Your Sexy. So I had to change the Y to an I.
Find them. We're gonna find them and
Thanks for
Yeah,
tuning
yeah.
in. We will see you next Thursday.
until next
Show
time.
love, thumbs up, comment, share.
Arrivederci.
Keep up with us on everything. Have an amazing